There's a packed scene this afternoon at the Leo Steel Complex on Mississippi State's campus. Mike Leach officially introduced as the 34th head coach in program history. Before embarking on the search, MSU Athletics Director John Cohen stressed the importance of finding a coach who fit the Mississippi State mold. During the introduction, Cohen stating many reasons as to what made Leach the right coach for the job. WCBI Sports' Tom Ebel was in Starkville and reports from campus with more.
Courtney, John Cohen said today that Mississippi State hired Mike Leach not because of his unique personality and his viral moments on social media, but because the administration wanted a head coach that's a proven winner at the Power 5 level. Mike Leach officially introduced today here in Starkville as the 34th head coach of Mississippi State football. Leach, John Cohen mentioned it, a proven winner, taking a program at Texas Tech and Washington State and building it from a sub 500, not heard about name into a team and a program that has become noticeable, has become a big name brand in the Big 12 and the Pac-12. But for Mississippi State, when it comes to going after a coach that's excelled at the Power 5 level, rivalries are a big thing. And with the Egg Bowl, there may not be a bigger rivalry in the Southeastern Conference. Mike Leach, obviously, as the head coach of Mississippi State, has been made well aware of how important an Egg Bowl win is for the university and its fans. Leach saying today his sights set a little bit higher than just Egg Bowl wins, hoping to make every single Southeastern Conference team a rival of Mississippi State.
Everywhere you kind of have your rivalries, and you know and then the better you get, the more rivalries you have, because everybody wants to get a piece of you, and so we want to put out a quality enough product that. And it'll take a couple years, but where you consistently beat some teams to where everybody feels like they're your rival.
If you look at our league right now and look at the teams who are the dominant teams in our league, they are teams with wide open offenses. But I asked Mike this question. I said, tell me about great offense. Where does it come from? He says exactly what he just said today. It comes from matchups and finding those matchups and finding open space, and also being an expert on your personnel and what your personnel can and can't do. And that sounds like a guy who's had the kind of answer you get from a guy who's had tremendous success at the Power 5 level.
Mississippi State releasing the details of Mike Leach's contract with the Bulldogs, a 4-year, $5 million per year contract with $4.7 million allotted for him to fill his staff. Speaking of the staff, Leach said today in the press conference that he hopes to fill it as soon as possible. And when asked if he was going to retain some of the assistants that were already on Joe Moorhead's staff here at Mississippi State, Leach really didn't give an answer, but one of the positions he'll for sure have to fill is the offensive line coach, as Marcus Johnson is on the move in the SEC, traveling to the East. Johnson taking the same position with the Missouri Tigers. Leach also said in his press conference today that he will explore the transfer portal as a new head coach in a new SEC school at every position, not just quarterback, running back, wide receiver, that he'll take a look at the roster at Mississippi State and explore what options they have in the transfer portal to possibly improve the roster, because Leach saying at the end of the day, it's about putting the best product on the field. Reporting here in Starkville, Tom Ebel for WCBI Sports. Courtney, we'll send it back to you.
Well, thank you, Tom, for that. And Tom mentioned this earlier. Coach Leach offered a salary of $5 million per year. The $5 million makes Coach Leach the highest paid coach in the history of Mississippi State, even topping former coach Dan Mullen, who made $4.5 million during his tenure. It almost doubles the original salary of former coach Joe Moorhead, who started with a $2.75 million deal before his 2019 contract extension. So